Australia. The land of opportunities offers much more to aspiring immigrants than you would imagine. Great lifestyle, career opportunities, work-life balance, affordable quality education, social security and health benefits, incredible sports facilities, and world-class living, just to name a few. Australia has a strong economy and low unemployment rate, and offers salaries that well justify your professional credentials and expectations. Are you a skilled immigrant struggling to find your perfect job in Australia? Have you applied for several jobs and getting very few to no interview calls at all? Have you been interviewed but consistently getting rejection letters and wondering why? Are you a resilient professional who is really serious about investing your time and money in quickly finding your dream job? It doesn't matter whether you're in Australia or overseas, we are here to help you. Based in Melbourne, Career Launch Australia is a professional career mentoring service offered to global skilled immigrants to secure their perfect Australian job in weeks instead of months and getting paid what they deserve, even if they don't have local experience. Immigrant coaching is much more than just career coaching. It involves understanding the mindset and thought process of individual immigrants at an emotional level and professionally helping them with their job search. Empathy and heart-to-heart connection is crucial for immigrant coaching, and you will surely notice it in CLA consultants. Qualified professionals who have already got their Australian PR, work visa, or those who have applied for Australian PR and are likely to get their visa in the near future, proactively start working with CLA and acquire job search breakthrough techniques. This often results in them quickly securing the job they love after they migrate to Australia. CLA's proven success blueprints offers immigrant professionals practical tools and mindset they need to quickly succeed in their new life and career in Australia. CLA has been marketing their clients successfully into their preferred careers since more than 10 years, giving them both competence and confidence to win the high-paying positions they deserve. Our fully customizable mentoring package includes executive resume writing, LinkedIn profile, interview preparation, addressing key selection criteria, salary projection and negotiation, and most importantly, strategic networking techniques and connecting you with industry connections. A study shows that recruiters spend only 6 seconds reviewing an individual resume. Does your resume stand out in 6 seconds? On an average, every corporate job receives around 250 applications. Does your application hit the nail on the head? 89% of recruiters report hiring candidates through LinkedIn. Does your LinkedIn profile attract interest? 92% of employers and recruiters hire or plan to hire candidates through networks or referrals. How many recruiters do you know? 85% of critical jobs are filled via networking of some sort. Do you know how to strategically network with the right people and access the hidden job market? Average Australian full-time salary is $5,000 a month. You're losing this huge amount every month you're jobless for, and you're using your own hard-earned overseas money to survive in Australia. Could you afford to sustain this double loss? Time is ticking, so don't wait any further. Come and have a chat with us to quickly secure your dream job.
Welcome to Career Launch Australia. You're watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Rajiv Bedse. Chinese martial artist Ip Man once said, "It is difficult for a student to pick a good teacher, but it is more difficult for a teacher to pick a good student." I feel blessed we have found many. Vivek is one of them. Vivek, welcome to this simulcast.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me here.
It's a pleasure. Albert Einstein once said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Vivek completely believed in this. He arrived in Australia around 2 years ago on a PR visa. He has got altogether 13 years of project experience in SAP implementation and support and expertise in ABAP on HANA, new ABAP syntax, Fiori, SAP UI i5, S4 migration, and other SAP modules. Vivek is currently working as SAP Techno-Functional consultant in Sydney. Vivek, how does it feel to be in the hot seat?
Yeah, it feels nice. It feels, you know, I can't express that in words. That you have given me this opportunity to help people, to share my experience with people. Going live is something that I'm doing for the first time in my life. So, so yeah, it's a good feeling. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Now you actually enrolled in the program, and one of the challenges that you had was your communication skills.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did the program help you in improving your communication skills?
Yeah, I would say communication skill is one of the most important aspect when you land or when you migrate to a new country. You need to communicate with a lot of people. You need to communicate with the recruiters, the industry professionals, and the job market. Of course, back in India and over here, it's a bit different. So communication is extremely important. Um, in order to have a good communication, you need to know the culture and you need to know how the job market works here.
Hmm.
So um, for me, uh, getting ready for this market and to know the culture here and then communicate effectively, I needed some support. So in CLA, I got that support, and it has paid off. So yeah, I'm extremely happy that I connected with you, and it has been a great journey so far.
That's wonderful to know.
Yeah,
So you have been living here now since the last, what, 2 years now? Am I right?
yeah, yeah. More than 2 years now. Yeah,
More than 2 years now.
yeah.
Um, what basic difference do you find in the work culture between Australia and India, where you come from?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, if I talk about the job search process, there is definitely a big difference there. Back in India, you just go to a job portal and apply job, and most of the time you get that job. But over here, I'm not saying that job portals won't help you, but the networking is extremely important here. You need to meet people. You need to uh, meet recruiters, industry professionals, and um, uh, coffee catch-ups, meetups. That's something you don't do in India, back in India. So definitely, in terms of job search, there is definitely a difference. Also, when you actually get a job and you start
Hmm.
working, then you since this is a culturally mixed country, you tend to work with a lot of other migrants as well. You're not
Hmm.
only working with Australian people, you're working with other migrants as well. So it's a good cultural mix. They make you feel comfortable.
Welcome. Yeah.
They're welcoming people, and yeah, I mean, uh, not much a difference. I would say you don't feel away from home as such when you actually start working. So, but yeah, I mean, in terms of job search process and getting a job settling here, is there's going to be a lot of difference compared to India. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Melbourne and Sydney are, from what I understand, these two cities are one of the most, they are the friendliest cities in the world.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
Um, and I'm sure you must have experienced that when you went to Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. People are welcoming here, and yeah, like I said, they make you feel comfortable, and you get used to their culture, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so when you were trying to look for a job in your field, what specific challenges did you have?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the first challenge was to get used to this different job market, different ways of looking for a job. Of course, at a personal level, you have different challenges, like you're settling in a new country, your financial status,
Mm.
of course. you're looking for a new house, for you're renting a house and all that. So all those personal challenges aside, you have a professional challenges like looking for a job, getting to know the culture here, and all that. So the most important, the biggest challenge was uh, the difference in the culture, and the difference in the way job market works here. That is one of the biggest challenge.
Yeah. And you moved here, from my memory, did you move here by yourself, and your wife and daughter followed later, or you all came together?
Yeah, that's correct. I moved first. I was
Okay.
looking for a job for some time, so I was on my like my PR visa, and I moved here. And then yeah, I looked for a job for a few months, and then yeah, of course, I was already associated with you, and that made my life easier. Yeah.
So looking for a job in SAP consulting in particular, was it tougher than finding a job in other areas or other fields, or what is your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, the SAP job market is not that huge as
Ah.
compared to India over here, and also like you can't compare it to the job SAP job market in India or US. But of course, don't get disheartened by that. If you're a SAP consultant, and if you have a right strategy, right frame of mind, eventually you'll get a job. It's a bit different. The job market is a bit small, but yeah,
Mm.
you eventually you'll get the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Like how you have got it.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, one of the things that we did in this program is discovering your higher purpose. Was
Yeah.
it helpful to you, and to what extent?
Yeah, I mean, my goal has always been giving a good life to my family, my parents, uh, and yeah, future my kids future and all. So it has, I mean, more like most of us, I have the same goal and same higher purpose in my life. So yeah, just you need to focus on that. You need to focus on your higher goal or your higher purpose. There will be instances where you will feel uh, emotionally quite weak at times.
Mm.
There will
Mm.
be instances where you feel low, and um, you would want to go back to India. I won't lie. So you need a support. You need a support, and in CLA I got that support. So of course, uh, uh, it can be challenging, but you need to just be focused on your higher purpose. You need to be focused on your goal, have a right mindset, and yeah, then it shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
it's your higher purpose, I guess, will drive you
yeah.
to achieving all your goals. And I
That's
guess, your goals are temporary, but your purpose, your higher purpose in life is permanent. So even
yeah,
after you achieve one particular goal, your higher purpose will drive you to set new goals and accomplish them in life.
yeah. That's correct. That's correct, and
Yeah,
that's what motivate you. That's what inspires you in your journey. So yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So did your wife work in India as well, and is she working here now?
Yeah, she used to work in India, back in India, but over here she's not working yet, because my kid is just 5 year old, and uh, we needed that period where we just settle in. She starts going to school and all, and then she can resume her professional journey. So yeah, I mean, currently she's not working, but definitely she's looking forward to it in the coming years.
I'm just keen to know, Vivek, when you were here and you were looking for the job, and your wife was in India,
Yeah,
how did she support you? How did she motivate you in getting a job here? Because I believe your spouse's support is one of the your family support is one of the best supports you could ever have. I mean, CL is always there to help you,
yeah.
but nothing can match your wife's support that you have received. So how did she help you? How did she support you when you were here looking for the job?
Yeah, I mean, because you when you migrate here, you need to leave your job first of all back in India. So
Mm,
you have so you have just one in source of income. That's, that's your wife, who's earning.
mm,
So that way, that's one of the biggest support, because someone is earning in your family. um, Second thing is that, of course, when like I said, there are phases or there are instances where you are emotionally weak. You need someone to talk to. um,
mm,
I used to call you also, but yeah, definitely whenever whenever I needed support, I always either spoke to my parents, my wife, or you, for that matter. So yeah, you definitely need that support. And uh, yeah, so your wife is your one of the biggest support. Yeah,
yeah, that emotional support, particularly when you are here by yourself, looking for the job, going through
yeah,
different challenges, the ups and downs. Yeah, that support really helps. I mean,
yeah,
you're quite blessed in that regard that when you came here, your wife was working in India. There are quite a few people, and I am one of them,
yeah,
where I came here with my family. And when I came here, I left my job. I sold
yeah,
out everything that whatever I had,
yeah,
the property and all that, and that's how I came to Australia. So from that point of view, you're really blessed that your wife was working there, and she was
yeah.
supporting you even from there.
Yeah, and it
You
was
know, one
equally
of
challenging for sorry, it was equally challenging for her as well,
mm,
because it's, uh, because she had to manage, of course, my kid, and as well as the regular stuff that we have. She did not have my support there. I
mm,
mean, physical support, of course. Emotionally, we were there for each other, but yeah, because it was challenging for her as well. So it is a tough phase, but eventually, if you have a right mindset and positive thinking, you get there. Eventually, you'll get there. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, this support, when I came here back in those days,
yeah,
the calling India was very expensive. I remember it was
yeah,
extremely expensive.
yeah,
Now you can call India free from here on WhatsApp
yeah.
calls and whatnot, and you can see each other.
Each other.
Back
Yeah,
in those days, I couldn't see my parents after I came to Australia, and one of the things that I was missing was, my parents.
yeah,
But luckily, my parents came to Australia, and they both got the Australian PR, and they immediately after they were eligible, they got their citizenship as well. But
yeah.
it's tough time when you come to Australia initially.
Yeah.
So you before you enrolled in the program, you had what kind of fears or limiting beliefs you had before enrolling in the program, and how did the program help you in getting over them?
Um, so any other person who's migrating, I had the same uh, fear or limiting beliefs, like, will I be able to get the job? How soon will I be able to get that job? And will I be able to survive without my family? So
Mm,
yeah, these are some of the limiting beliefs that generally most of the migrants, they do have. And uh, like I said, you need some support. You need that internal strength, and need you need to be organized. You need to be ready on the day, the first day that you arrive. You need to be ready for this challenge, and you need to be,
mm,
so you can't just come here and then start exploring and then start understanding. You need to be well prepared, well prepared, just right before landing here. And
mm.
that way, you just start looking for a job, or start looking for the any other thing that you need to survive here. So yeah, the CLA has definitely helped me get rid of those limiting beliefs, and I was well prepared even before landing here.
Yeah, typically, when immigrants come over to Australia from whichever country they come from, they have, certain limiting beliefs, such as, the people who migrate to Australia, obviously they have the PR, so they have full work rights and kind of things. But one of the limiting beliefs that they have is they don't have any local experience.
Yeah.
Were you asked in any interview if you have local experience?
No, not as such, not as such, but I know, yeah, that is one of the limiting belief that people has, that okay, I don't have local experience, so it might be difficult for me to get that first breakthrough. But
Mm.
it's not like that. I'll definitely say that if you can add a value to organization, if you have those skills, and if you have a structure to portray those skills, or if you have a capability to express yourself in the interview, uh, they're just looking for interviews, they're just looking for a solution. They have problems, they need a solution, that's why they're hiring you. And if you're able to convey that you are a solution to their problem, if you're able to convey them that you are adding a value to the organization, local experience doesn't really matter. That's I don't think that's really important aspect. What important is that you know you have a right frame of mind and just express yourself in the interviews.
Yeah, you absolutely hit the nail on the head because
Yeah,
this is one of those things that many people have in their mind that I don't have any local experience. But I have talked to so many professionals, experienced professionals from overseas who do
yeah,
not have any local experience, and typically we work, only with immigrants, and none
yeah,
of our clients have got any local experience whatsoever.
yeah,
And we have had so many clients in the past to get the job in their field. And if local experience was the only criterion
yeah,
because of which they would get a job, none of our clients would get the job.
yeah, absolutely
So
right.
that goes to prove that local experience alone will not help you in
Yeah.
getting the job. Anything in particular that helped you in getting the job, whether it's any soft skills that you can remember, or any kind of questions you were asked in the interview which you answered very successfully.
um I want to give a lot of credit to strategic networking technique that we have in CLA.
Mhm.
That's extremely important, the strategic networking technique, because when you I'm a kind of introvert person, so when I landed here, I was I had this strategic networking technique that CLA has provided. I had that, and that I use that to communicate with people. I use that to connect with the people. I use that to build my network.
Mm.
And it's for me, it's one of the most important techniques to secure a job. It's one of the most important technique. So you as many people as you can connect is going to help you in the job interviews or securing that
Mm.
job. So
Mm.
I had technical skills. Of course, technical skills are important. They I had 10 years of experience when I landed here. I had 10 years of experience. So that was, of course, that is important. But what equally important is that you tap that hidden market, and the only way you can do that is by connecting people. And I mean, you can't just connect to people like, you can just send a LinkedIn request and uh, just just ask them for the meeting or something. You can't do
Mm.
that.
Mm.
Strategically, step by step, do that. You can't sound impatient or can't sound pushy. uh, and so at the same time, you have to grow your network, you have to build your network. So that strategic network technique is really important to build your network. And I give a lot of credit to that technique, because I got my job just because I was able to connect to people who gave me that opportunity. And then I got my interview. Of course, I had given other interviews before also, but that interview that I got, which gave me the actual job, was because of the strategic networking that I was doing for a couple of months. So yeah,
Okay, okay, fantastic. Now, look, I always believe that when you come from overseas, strong prior preparation is extremely important.
yeah,
And preparing yourself for the future job search challenges well in advance through CLS program is the most important step that you took.
Yeah.
How did you know about CLA back then in India? And please tell more about how
Yeah.
did you prepare yourself and did it pay off?
Yeah, it definitely paid off. It definitely paid off. I always give example to people that uh, if you come unprepared, if you land here unprepared, if you don't have any support, or if you haven't planned properly, uh, you might get a job, let's say in 4 to 5 months. But if you have a support, you might get the same job in couple of months. So that 2 to 3 months of salary, you're losing that salary
Hmm.
because you were not prepared. You came here, you researched, and then you it took time for you to understand everything. So I always so my intention to uh, go through CLA was I wanted to be prepared on the day one when I land
Hmm.
here. I wanted to be 100% sure of how the market works and how um, what is the process to get that first breakthrough. I actually I was referred. You were referred by someone from my friend circle,
Hmm.
and I watched some of your YouTube videos. Immediately it appealed to me. I knew that this is something that I should go for, and then I contacted you, and then the rest is history. So yeah, it was one of the very important decision of my life that I contacted you and took the program.
I don't remember exactly how much in advance you enrolled in the program. Do you remember? Was it a couple of months before you came here,
Yeah,
or?
yeah, just I think 1 month, maybe just 1 month before,
Oh,
and then of course the program and the session start on the first day itself, right when you land here. So you are I mean, looking at your YouTube videos and everything, already I had already some information or idea. But yeah, I mean, I think it was just a month before when I um, contacted you.
right. So when you came to Australia, did you resign your job fully and then you came here?
Yeah, I had to resign my job there, and then um, I had some funds, and yeah, so I just had to arrange everything and then come here and start looking for a job. So I was kind of eating up my savings uh, when I landed here. But yeah, that paid off finally. Yeah,
I see. That's a very important. It's a very crucial point you're making because one of the questions I often get asked by people who want to migrate to Australia, they always have that fear in mind that what if I leave my job, overseas job, and then come to Australia?
yeah,
In your case, and same thing happened with me as well. I resigned. I
yeah,
mean, I did not have a job after I came to Australia.
yeah,
Even if my wife was working there, so she didn't have a job when we came to Australia, and we had very little money and two grown-up children, aged 13 and 15. But
yeah,
I guess that became a key driver for me, and
yeah,
that's what happened with you as well.
yeah, that's
Because when
correct.
you don't have a job, when you don't have that buffer
Yeah,
from back home,
yeah,
then obviously you have to get the job somehow in Australia sooner than later, and that itself becomes a key driver for you, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you I mean, uh, because you don't have any other option, uh,
Hmm.
that always drives you, that motivates you. Okay, now you have to work harder, you have to be focused. Of course, like I said, there are at times you feel quite emotionally weak or low also, but this has always been a key driver for me, that okay, I need to get that job as soon as possible.
Yeah, that becomes yeah,
Really
yeah. It,
crucial.
it definitely drives you. Yes, most definitely. So when people talk to me, and some people say to me that, I'll see how I go in getting the job here in Australia. Um, if I don't get a job, I'll go back to my native country and I will start working there once again. And very politely, I say to them, if that is the case, then you're better off not to come to Australia because you already have a plan B. And when you have a plan B, you will always rely on the plan B. You already have that buffer system. So you don't want to do that. At the same time, you want to take that calculated risk when you come to Australia,
Yeah.
um, and start looking for a job here. Because look, honestly speaking, Vivek, it doesn't make any sense to me that you bring your overseas money and live here on that money for surviving here. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, you are better off starting to earn money here, and then you build your home or whatever you want to do using this money instead of converting your overseas money and come to Australia.
Yeah, it's your hard earned money after all, and so it's like you're coming here and um, you're it shouldn't be a picnic, right? It should be that you come here and you focus from the day one, you focus on from the day one. And yeah, I mean, you can't spend your hard earned money over here and then thinking of going back again to India. You can't do that.
Absolutely. Vaishali is saying hi. Hi, Vaishali. Same as Satish. Satish is saying hi. Hello, Satish. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Okay. So, can you share the value that you received in CL's Ultimate Shift program?
Yeah, a lot of them, a lot of them. But just to name a few, I would say, of course, CLA taught me how to be confident, irrespective of what your mental state is, irrespective of what you're going through. How to be confident, how to be patient, because over here, patience is extremely important. You uh, you land here and you won't get a job on the first day. You have to be patient. So
Mm,
that's one of the important thing. You have to build your internal strength, and meditation is one of the very important technique that we have at a CLA. So you need to build that internal strength, and meditation will definitely help you. So yeah, and health is another value that CLA teaches you how to, at the same time, because you're looking for a job is like a 9 to 5 job for you. It
mm,
itself is a job. And if so, doing that, you also need to have focus on your health. And then how to be um, you know how to be I mentioned patience, right? I mentioned how to be confident, how to be passionate about something.
mm.
um, these are some of the key values that I received from CLA, and yeah, it definitely helped me, and that are going to stay with me forever. And uh, like I said, CLA not only helps you in finding a job, it's just one aspect. It helps you uh, evolve as a person. It adds a lot of value to you. And yeah, it's definitely it has added definitely a lot of values to me.
Absolutely. And Vaishali is saying that you are thinking of great options. And yes, absolutely, Vaishali. I can't agree with you more because
Yeah,
I guess from what Vivek just said, your energy management and your inner strength, these are the most important things that will help you in your job search.
yeah,
And we focus very intensely on these two things. I mean, one of the things that I teach in this program is how to keep healthy
yeah,
by following a typical, I call it the job searching schedule or job searcher's schedule. When
yeah,
you're looking for a job, you're not a job seeker, you're a job searcher. The
yeah,
seeking mindset will never give you the job, as opposed to the
yeah,
mindset of a problem solver or a solutions creator.
yeah.
Um, how
So yeah,
much did that meditation help you in building that inner strength?
yeah. Like I said, it's like a 9 to 5 job for you, but the program is designed in such a way that it doesn't start at 9 a.m. It starts at 5 a.m. So when you wake up, the
Mhm.
schedule that Rajiv sir has designed or CLA has designed, it starts at 5 a.m. and the first thing you're doing is a meditation. So definitely, when you wake up, the meditation, the exercise, and everything that you do, and the schedule ends at 7 p.m. When you have dinner and you go to bed. So yeah, and there's another aspect which is affirmations, which is also really important, and um, it definitely helps you in building your inner strength. It definitely helps you. It brings that calmness in you, and it gives you ability to handle that stress very well. So yeah, meditation is really important.
Beautiful. I'm looking at your pre-coaching questionnaire, and the two things that you expected to quickly achieve after migrating to Australia were
Yeah.
secure a nice job and start investing money for family's future, one, and two, secure own house, and three, buy a new car. Which ones have you achieved so far in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, when I say this to people, they get surprised that I have in fact achieved everything, all of them, and they get surprised that how can you buy a house within a span of 2 years. But of course, I had some support back from India, but the point here is that if you are focused, and if you have if you're going through CLA, and if you're following what CLA is teaching you in the sessions, and what the program is designed for, and if you trust them, if you follow it rigorously, it will definitely get you results. It definitely get you results. And what better result can be than from getting a house, buying a house and car, and also securing a future for my kids. So yeah, I have achieved them, but like I said, positive thinking and having a right mindset is very important. You have to be focused and just uh, put some efforts, put those efforts towards your goal, and you'll eventually get it.
So you are here only for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Your wife is not working yet.
that's
You are
correct.
the only earning member in the family. You bought a car. You secured your own house, and you already have a nice job.
Yeah,
You
that's
should
correct.
become like you should become like a management guru, Vivek.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I'm grateful to CLA for that. Like, I don't think it wouldn't have been possible. It would have taken definitely longer than what it took now. But yeah, um I had a great support in you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vijay Kumar is asking you a question. Can you please tell me that behind the successful people, what is the family support and main role of family which made you successful, or there is no need for family support to be successful? There you go.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you can't even think about that aspect, that you don't have a family support. You always need that support. CLS support is important, as well as family support is important. So um, I mean, without family support, I don't think any human being on earth can achieve a success.
Absolutely.
It's one of the most important factor, because you won't feel emotionally happy every time. You'll always feel, sometimes you feel that you'll be under stress. You'll be weak at times, and you definitely need someone to talk to, and your family, immediate family, is available for you 24/7. So yeah, family is really important.
Absolutely. Now, you touched a little bit about strategic networking, but in what way CL's unique strategic networking techniques help you in securing a job quickly?
Yeah, I would say, like I said, it's one of the most important technique. When you land here, you don't know how to approach recruiters. You don't know how to
Mm,
approach the professionals from your industry. um, you, like I said, you don't want to sound pushy. You want to meet them, you want to
yes.
connect with them, and you want to maintain that connection. But at the same time, you should know how to do that, what is the process. And
Mm,
there is a step by step process that you need to follow, um, to achieve those results. So CLS, strategic networking technique, has definitely helped me, because the system has been designed very nicely, how to step by step approach that, how to connect them via LinkedIn, how to request them for the coffee catch ups. And yeah, there are a lot of small intricacies there, which you don't experience until you experience them. You don't know them until you experience them. So you have to, if you're already aware of those things, you're well you're better prepared for those different scenarios. And CLA has, if I recall those strategic networking techniques, CLA has uh, covered almost all those scenarios. So you're well prepared even before experiencing that situation. So yeah, it is like I said, it's one of the most important technique, because that got me a job. Yeah.
beautiful. And one of the most important things that Darren Saul, a recruiter with 20 years of experience, emphasized on a few weeks ago when I interviewed him, he said that it saves me a lot of time and efforts when the candidates actually connect with me proactively. So that way I don't have to go through the whole heap of the applications,
Yeah.
and I get the ready-made candidate. And one of the most important, or rather one of the blunders people make, is not connecting with the recruiters and simply applying online. And I call it an incorrect approach, or a very
Yeah.
limited approach of looking for the job. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, of course. Like when we were going through the strategic networking technique, there's this uh, thing called coffee catch up with recruiters. So initially when I heard that we need to invite uh, recruiters for a coffee catch up, I was like, how is even that possible? Who will uh, you know take out time from the busy schedule to meet people? But when I started doing it, it was working for me. Like they were happy to see me. They were happy
Mm.
to invite me to their office. If they are not available outside, they're happy to invite me to their office. So it works. It definitely works. Um, you need to have that strategy. And if you connect to recruiters, they remember you, and whenever there is opportunity, uh, they don't hesitate to call you. So yeah.
I think one of the reasons why fresh graduates, or why even experienced professionals coming from overseas on a PR visa do not connect with the recruiters is because they have the fear of rejection or
Yeah.
the fear of embarrassment. But the
Yeah.
reality is the recruiters are looking for candidates like you.
Yeah.
I mean, getting a job in the field of SAP, I know for a fact, that's why I asked you that question initially, is
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of strategic thinking, it requires a lot of efforts, and it requires a lot of coffee catch-ups and connecting with people and so on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recruiters are willing to see you because you make their life so easy, but most people do not do that, and they simply apply online, as a result of which their job application just goes in the ocean of applications, and it doesn't take them anywhere.
Yeah. Like recruiters, they meet, um, they have hundreds of profiles in front of them. They have hundreds of CVs in front of them. But out of those 100 CVs, if they had meet people 10 people, let's say, they'll give preference to those people because they know them personally. They know how the person communicates, what are their soft skills, and what are the chances of that person getting through all the rounds of interviews. So that definitely gives you edge, that if you had and meet up with a recruiter, that definitely gives you that additional advantage.
Most definitely. Vaishali, the question from the discussion, it appears that CLA is supporting the persons coming from India on a high scale. Let me answer this question, Vivek. So,
Yeah.
Vaishali, our clients come from all over the world. We have clients from the US, we have clients from Canada, we have clients from the African region, we have many clients from Middle East, some clients from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Singapore, the Southeast Asia. Of course, there are clients who are immigrants and who have settled here in Australia, or who have, a couple of years of experience. For example, somebody coming to Australia on deputation when they came to Australia through an Indian company, and then, now they got a PR and they are looking for the job in Australia. So these are the clients who are immigrants, but they never have appeared for any interviews as such, or they don't have the job search strategies or the techniques. So I hope that answers your question. But our clients come from all over the world, and whether they want to settle in Melbourne or Sydney or anywhere in Australia, we can most definitely help them with their job search. Cool. So, what specific advice would you give to aspiring immigrants in your situation about CLS program and in general?
Yeah, in general, I would say, um, just like I've said that before many times in this 1 hour, just stay focused. Just stay focused. Have a right mindset. Um, you have uh, different tools to support you, and if you're one of them like me who needs the support, definitely you need to go through someone like CLA, or somebody like Rajiv sir, who will provide you that support, not on just a personal level, not on just professional level, but also on a personal level, and that will remain with you forever. Just trust them. If you're going through CLA, just trust them, and it will definitely uh, pay off. So yeah, I mean, in general, like I said, just have a right mindset and be focused towards your goal. Um, don't bother about your limiting beliefs or fears.
Mm,
Eventually, you will get that job. It's just a matter of time. You need to be focused. That's it.
absolutely. And thank you, Vaishali. Thank you for your comment. A great support system indeed. Yes, we do our level best to support the candidates coming from all over uh, the world to Australia. We also have our YouTube channel, Career Launch Australia YouTube channel. You will be able to watch a lot of videos on that channel, um, as to how we have helped people in the past, and so on. We have another message from Aishwarya. Congratulations on your achievements. I would like to know, how did you keep yourself calm and confident while all this process till you got your perfect job? Great question, Aishwarya.
Yeah. uh, the calmness, like I said, you need to build that internal strength. That internal strength is something um, that will help you in the stressful situations. And if you're going through CLA, like I said, there are different values that have received from CLA. How to be confident, how to be passionate about something. So there are different tools and different techniques that you can do to maintain that calmness and that confidence. So yeah, you have different tools available, uh, and if you follow it, I just want to add one more thing,
Mhm.
that you need to follow. If you're going through CLA, trust them and follow it rigorously. Just don't enroll the program for the sake of enrolling it. You need to follow it rigorously. It will definitely get you the results.
Absolutely. That is what I believe in, because knowledge is power only when it is implemented.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Absolutely. So now that you have earned your ideal job, I sincerely wish you fulfill all your dreams, and one of your dreams is having a charity to help needy people and
Yeah,
traveling the world to know different cultures.
yeah.
So I sincerely wish you all the best. You know where we are. I'm only a phone call away for you, Vivek. If you need
Thank
any
you.
help in future, we are always there. Feel free to reach out
Yeah,
to me directly. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure you will prosper. Um, you have done a lot. You have achieved a lot of success in the first 2 years, which I'm really proud of. I mean, buying a home in the first couple of years is incredible achievement to start with. I have seen people struggling here for 10 years and 15 years and not being able to buy a home. But as an immigrant, you have done extremely well. That is what really makes me feel proud of you. So wish you all the very best. And guys, thank you so much for watching this live simulcast. Vivek, thank you for your time, and all the people who are watching this live, thank you so much for your time as well. If you need any help, if you are an overseas professional with Australian PR visa, or any kind of work visa which allows you to work in Australia full time, or even if you are a fresh graduate in Australia who is on a post study work visa, we are here to help you. Feel free to reach out to us on our website careerlaunch.com.au. We also have the YouTube channel Career Launch Australia. You can most definitely watch the videos. Whether you enroll in the program, whether you schedule a consultation or not, doesn't really matter. What does matter is to inspire yourself by watching those YouTube videos, which will tremendously help you in building that confidence and the inner strength within you, either before you come to Australia or when you are looking for the job. So once again, Vivek, thank you so much for your time, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.